going to start from like this kind of de la Hiva, the pseudo de la Hiva, open guard type situation here. You know, we've covered all these grip strips, how to deal with the collar grip and the sleeve grip and all this kind of stuff. Really, you know, once we clear all that, the main thing that's giving me trouble is this foot. There's basically three orientations of this foot. Okay, inside my leg making a hook. Okay, in which case, what do? Huh? What do we do if he's got the inside hook here? What's a good viable pass right here? X pass after I clear the foot. If he's not grabbing, if at this point he decides to grab my collar with that hand or my sleeve or anything other than my heel, boom, X pass all day. Okay? That's with that foot inside. Okay? If he puts the foot outside, well, that's not really great for him. There's going to be times where it ends up out here, and we need to be ready for it. And I'll show you how to deal with that as well. And then the third place that it can be is where? Yeah, foot in the hip, or basically the flat of his foot on me, right? So we've been dealing with, there's two main things I'm going to do here, right? One is pick it up, and the other is push it down, right? However, pushing it down isn't easy as it sounds, right? So I post it, I step back, and then over it, okay? Once I've done this, I have several different choices. The choice that we're dealing with right now is to transition to what kind of guard? What kind of posture? Squatting, right? I'm squatting down on this hook and I'm killing it, okay? Now from here, we're going to bring him over this way, okay? I've always just kind of moved over that way, but I was watching Lucas Lepre, and I was watching Lovato pass, because they pass this way a lot. And what I was noticing is that they're actually aiming to put this knee behind the butt, so I've been playing with it a little bit. So instead of just rotating, we're going to actually kind of pick this knee and put it across this way, so that my knee is behind his butt. This knee still goes across, but now my knee's behind his butt, which makes it harder for him to do stuff, right? And I'm crunching down on his heel. Does that make sense? Okay. I get my grip, post, back, squat. Okay? There's different people grip differently. I'm not going to get too worried about that. I do want to put pressure down on this. Okay? But I'm going to drive this knee this way and get my other knee behind his butt. Okay? If he starts feeling this here and makes space, then we go right to what? That goes right into that Turk. Okay? Boom, knee in, cross face, come out. Okay? So quick review on that. Boom, I get my grips, I clear any of his grips, get my grips, post. Am I worried about the ankle grip on this? Am I worried about his ankle on this? No. Okay? Boom, boom, right away to the squat, put the pressure on. If he's still holding once we change this angle, he's not going to be happy. Okay, I want to put pressure if I can use my arm. All right, I come across and I want to get this knee behind the butt. All right, if he brings this leg up and there's space, I transition to the Knee-Turk, pick up his arm, leg goes to the body, pinch on the leg, cross face. I like to start setting this up here. Okay, little transition with Ezekiel. Let's go this way. Let's hit it. That's very worthwhile review. Okay? Okay. I'm going to kind of short cut it here. Boom, boom. I'm here, right? I'm trying to go this way, but he's strong. He's keeping this knee up. Okay, somebody like Callie or Dalla. I was working this last week on Dalla, and I went to jump across, and this knee didn't move, right? So I need to be able to use this leg to block here. Okay, I'm gonna back step, right? And if he's got this cross grip, that's gonna stop me. So I need to kill this cross grip, right? And I'm gonna back step here. I'm gonna use this hip here, right? And this leg to block this leg, and switch here. Okay? Everything's good, going according to plan. Try to take him over this way, it's not working. Okay? If he's holding on to my leg, now I clear that grip. Okay? This leg is blocking this leg. It's kind of a floating back step here. Check. I still have this grip, great. He's gonna start straightening out. He's not liking it, but if I have an underhook here, it's great. Okay, so we got him coming and going. Let's go next this way. All right, boom. Here, right? Try to take it this way. It's not working. All right, so I'm gonna clear this grip here. Okay, and now this leg puts the pressure here, and I back step, floating back step. See how this hip blocks here? And on this side. Go. Any questions? Let's do it.
Sir.
Some tools that'll leave you in good stead when he doesn't really commit one way or the other. Okay? Boom, boom. Do everything right. Let's stable his foot to his butt. Right? I want this in my crotch or to my right. I don't want this out over on my left side. Okay? So now I come across. Right? Boom. But he doesn't give me the space to bring the knee through. Okay? Notice I have a windshield wiper here and a windshield wiper here. Okay? It's very possible, because he's not really committing to bringing this leg up high enough. Anytime if I try to bring this leg here and he puts it down, right? When he defends that, I'm able to take my windshield wiper, my right windshield wiper, and bring it over that. Okay? Once I do that, right, I'm gonna come over the head, and I'm gonna control either the top or the bottom knee here, okay? And I'm gonna come back. See, I've got this windshield wiper, so I'm blocking. If he's trying to get his legs back, that actually helps me. See where we're at? I just need to control a leg here as I go. Space is defending me putting the leg turk. So I'm going to take this windshield wiper out and over both legs. See where I'm at? I'm staying heavy on the hip. Everybody see that? Now I can grab the knee. I like this near knee and the head. I keep this push across. As he fights back, I keep my shoulder pressure here. And he's trying to turn back into me. Perfectly fine. No, I've got this knee, I've got this good shoulder pressure making him look away. Okay? Does that make sense? So pay attention here to the, make sure if you're on the bottom, you give the right energy here, and you do the right thing here. Okay? So, boom, I'm here. Now, he's keeping this top leg tight, so I can't bring this leg through for the turn. Okay? By doing that, it frees this to come up and over. I grab the knee, so now I've got double. I let coming around the head. Good to go? Let's do it. Next 2 or 3 things we're going to do are against stronger guys that we get to a point and they're just defending. So if we keeping everything kind of working from the same side. So I'll change this for you guys here, right? So we do this, we do this here, I'm in a good position, right? And I bring my knee, I actually take my control the knee, get a grip, and pass. See where I'm at? Boom. Okay. So get everything where we need to be. I get the Turk, the Knee-Turk here, okay? But he's keeping his elbow to the knee. I'm not able to get this arm. He's got a lot of pressure. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this leg, the leg that's turned, and I'm gonna windshield wiper that leg. Okay, now I've got all my weight and that Turk on that leg. So now, or that windshield wiper on the leg. So even if he's trying to bring that leg back, bring that knee up, like, right? Mike's about as strong as they come. But once I'm here, this is tacked pretty good. I'm gonna grab here. I'm gonna come over. I like to grab the belt. Okay, and I'm gonna pick this up as I shift my hips back. Okay, pretty much sitting on his head to make space to bring my knee back in. And if he, since this is crossed up, if he decides to kick to clear this, it's just helping me get to where I need to be. And here I've got this, look, I've got this far side arm somewhat isolated, and I'm covering the hip. So if I want to, I can transition. Yes, of course. Is that a good angle? Yes. If you guys need to see a good angle, we're ready to get up and move around. Right. I get my Knee-Turk. Okay, I get that through, but I'm unable. Okay, I'm unable to clear the space, keeping his knee and his elbow glued across face there. It's just not happening. So generally, when this happens, this knee is up high, so it makes it easier to do this windshield wiper, right? I pick my foot up, rotate, pressure down, all that weight's on there. Grab the knee, grab the belt, grab the pants, come under the arm, right? If he kicks to try to clear that, it helps me get to where I want to be. And I can go to transition to north-south from there as well. Good to go? So we're windshield wipering with the Turk knee. Let's do it. Another common place for this foot to be here, if it's not up in my hip, is where? Behind the knee. Making a hook on the knee here. Okay? So this is I've got to deal with this differently. I can't manipulate it the same way that I can the other way. So what I want to do is make this my lead leg, right? We talked about stepping into the lead leg inside, right? Or stepping into the lead leg outside position if we have that chance. We've already started inside over here, whether he sat to guard or we decide to step in, but now he's got this advantage here, and this is going to be very difficult for me to clear, so I want to change what's going on here. Again, if he's got my collar, I clear the collar. If he has my sleeve, I clear the sleeve. I need to clear this leg now. Okay, notice, I've got, he had something, now I have this, right? Even Kelly, with this punch grip here, is going to be very difficult him to reclaim this grip. Okay, so now I can come down here and I can clear this. Now I'm going to step back slightly so that he can't re-grip. Okay, see where we're at? If I just pull it off and I try to go to my game, it's not going to work. I'm going to pull this off, step back slightly so that this kind of becomes my lead leg. Okay, now if he tries to go to re-grip, I'm X-passing. Okay, why do we call this an X pass?
Your arms.
My arm's going in X. Okay, look. Either the hip or the lapel and the knee. Okay? I come down here, I clear the grip, I step back so that he can't re-grip. Even if he comes and tries to re-grip now, it's actually helping me. See? My arms are in X. Alright, so maybe I screwed up and started with the foot in the hip. Right? I did everything right. When I went to do is kind of working from where we were before, right? Let's say I'm playing that game where I'm trying to crush this down, but he puts this hook in, and he beats me to this hook.
So the difference between crushing it down and him getting a hook in is...
Who's faster with what?
Well, please crush it down.
I can't. Once he's got this here, I can't crush it down. He's got a better control than I do. It's what we were doing before between here. Okay? When I do this, his foot like high in the crotch or even over on this leg. Here. Okay? But if I go to do this and he's quick and makes his hook, now he's got to push pull here. Yeah. Now he's framing me out here. Okay? Whatever grips, he's got my collar. Great. I clear. Good. Control the sleeve. I break this grip, step back slightly, not all the way. I still have a good bounce. Alright? Now when I let go of this, I'm going to cover the hip and grab this knee. Next pass. Okay? You can grab the lapel. I like the hip control. I'm always going to grab the hip over anything else. If I'm grabbing the lapel, it's because I've got this hip and that lapel. You see what I'm saying? Like this shoulder and this hip. This gives me that cross control. But in this type of a situation where I've got to clear this and be ready to go here, boom, I'm going to post on the hip. Good to go? Any questions? Let's do it.
Sir.
And it's just, I can't get this knee over. I try, and it's just really strong, okay? So if this happens, if he's got my ankle, I need to clear my ankle, okay? So I come in, I clear the ankle. If he doesn't have the ankle, then I can just go for it. But this is nice when he does have the ankle, because then I can grab the wrist, okay? This is gonna go around his head, and I'm going to basically hip heist and back step in the air at the same time. I'm going to use this leg to block this leg. I've cleared this hook. I've got this arm right here. Okay, and you can watch Shesha. You can watch, again, Lovato and Lucas Lepre and a lot of these guys using this style of Galvão all day. Okay, this is super strong. You know what I'm talking about. You've seen it. And a lot of times it looks like, oh, he just magically passes guard. Okay? If he's holding my ankle, I can't do it. But if he's not holding my ankle, I've got a pretty good shot because I'm trying to push this knee over. He's strong. He's keeping this knee up. Right? Look, guys, this is so much like what we just did when I get this over here. Right? Go ahead. Over here, but he doesn't let me get the Turk in, right? And then we did what? We went here, right? And windshield wiper, and then came here and controlled this knee, and then just kind of passed it here, right? We did it slow. This is the fast version. The first windshield wiper that we did, everybody remember 2 moves ago? This is the fast version, okay? This is the fast version. Okay, boom, boom. I get to here, I'm trying to push this across. It's not working, he's strong. If he's got this grip still, great. I reach down, I break the grip. Now I'm going to hold on to this wrist, I'm going to keep a hold of it. I'm going to throw this around his head, and I'm going to hip heist back step. I'm going to drive this in, and I'm going to back step with my right leg as I kind of cross face him to the shoulder here. Okay, boom, shoulder pressure, and I come up to kind of the near side cradle. He's going to be fighting to get back, but I'm already past. Question?
So on the far side where you're grabbing, you can grab their wrist, right away. What do you do if they don't move the wrist?
Underhook the leg. Look, this is exactly like, think about, go back to our basics. Okay, go back to our basics. Our basic cross knee and knee through pass. Okay? If I go knee through, what do I need to have? Huh? Leg underhook, cross face. Okay? If I'm going cross knee pass, what do I need? Underhook. Arm, you know, I need to control his shoulders. But if I'm doing, so this is basically like the knee through, because I got to control this leg. So if for some weird reason he's not controlling his foot, I get to this foot position, right? And he's not controlling that foot. Maybe he's trying to grab my knee or keep me tight or something like that, right? And he's not holding on to that. And I'm going to bring my arm under the leg so that when I do that step, I've got this here. And if he's trying to shrimp, it kind of kills and allows me to get to this position. Yes?
So when you get and you can't control it, and you can still do the whole bit straight up in your chest.
Yeah, he's not letting me push his knee across. Okay?
It's like pressure.
I'm trying, but he's keeping it straight up and down. Okay? Go down, clear this foot. Alright? It's all at the same time. Once I have this grip, I backstep, this drives in here. I'm basically just freezing this in place. He's not letting me push this across, he's keeping it up. He's keeping it up like that, we're going to put the pressure on it, right? And then I come. See, the more he pushes, see how high I am on this? See, he's pushing. When I'm in the same position, same place. Okie dokie. Yes, sir.
He's got the heel, look, so you got to hear that heel. What were you doing? You had the heel.
So, if he's holding on to my foot right here, okay, I'm coming inside, in between the legs, and I'm peeling this up. Okay? So if he's grabbing, I grab the wrist, okay, grab the wrist, and I peel up on the wrist. So, because if he's holding on, hold on tight, right, it doesn't matter. It's not a strong grip.
What about the gate?
Generally from here, people aren't holding on to the, if he's just holding on to the gi, it's pretty easy to break down. But generally they're holding on to the ankle here. Come inside, I peel the wrist up, cross face. Good to go? Let's do it. Get off of this. I do this, right? But he's able to shrimp out. Okay? He's shrimp, put this down and shrimp. Okay? So what I'm going to do is when he's shrimping, it gets, because sometimes I'll miss this, like you have this, but then he'll get down and I'll start to shrimp. So when he does, I'm going to grab his knee, I'm going to push it down, and I'm going to step back over the smash pass, but now I'm going the opposite direction. So I transition back to the smash pass, but now I'm working the same series, trying to get my Knee-Turk over here, trying to pass to my left now instead of my right. Does that make sense? So we started, trying to work my smash pass to the right. I'm trying to pass to the right. You fall back, okay? Here, boom, come here. When he gets that foot, he starts to pass, right? When he shrimps, he can't help it. His knee's down. This is weak. Shrimp out and keep his knee up. Yeah, you can. I step back over. I've actually been getting this here. Was I playing with you with this a little bit? And Eric too. If my knee is above their knee when they're shrimping out, I'm actually able to step over and out. If my knee's not, right? If he's here and shrimping, my knee's not. When I step over, it's back to the smash pass. But I'm going the opposite direction now. Question?
So when you get there and they shrimp out, so you're kind of saying you lost the pass, you're not going to be able to stabilize side down and something good?
It happened, or you're not able to control the leg. Okay? If somebody's stronger than you and you don't control the leg and they're able to shrimp out. Look, it happens all the time. Huh?
And you have the, I was just wondering, is it like really lost then? Like you messed up?
Yeah, I lost the underhook.
And that's
Or maybe maybe I thought I was past. Okay. Maybe I thought I was past. Okay. But he gets his knee in and he starts to get space. This happens all the time, right? So he's trying to shrimp. He can't shrimp out and keep this knee pointed up at the same time. So I'll push this together, step back over, and I start back into my smash pass.
So this actually you're not going to get that.
No, I didn't say that. If I'm able to control this space here, then I'm probably going to be able to get to side mount or mount. If I don't, and my control's out here, then instead of hanging out here, fighting from here, waiting for him to come up, push his knee down, step over. Galvano does this all the time too. You see Galvano, like that's what I'm saying. Like even high-level guys, they commit to this pass, and maybe the guy's foot caught his foot, and he didn't land perfect, or you lose this underhook. Like it happens. Things go wonky. There's no one single thing that always works all the time. So knowing that when something goes wrong, 9 out of 10 times it's the things that we talked about, now you have a solution for it. And it's very viable. It works really, really well. Because, I mean, for my own self using it and just watching top level guys. Okay, so then you're going from where you couldn't get his knees down to now you're stepping over. Because then I can't shrimp and keep my knee pointed straight up. It just doesn't work. So as soon as it starts doing that, all you have to do is push this down. Okie dokie. Let's give it a try. Here, I start, okay, but he's really fighting back, right? I'm putting the pressure here, and he's really fighting back with this knee, all right? At this point, I definitely want to have this lapel, and I'm generally pushing down on this lapels too. Right? I get this part of the way, but he's fighting back really, really hard. So when he does this, I'm going to switch. As I let the knee come back up, I'm going straight to what? Cross knee pass. Okay, look guys, this is where it gets a little bit, this is the advanced variation. You don't have the underhook. So I'm using this grip as an underhook. My elbow gets lower. Right? My elbow gets lower. I've got all this pressure back on him. Wherever he wants to go from here is not very good, okay? Because all my weight's on him, but I'm down. He can't roll me this way because I've got so much weight out here. My elbow's down, pressure's on him, so if he's trying to shrimp, it's a joke, okay? So I keep this instead of the underhook, but I have to what? I can take my time here, but then I need to get this elbow. Right? And look, boom. Now I'm not going to hang out here. Once I get to here, what do? I'm going to switch my hips. Okay? See where I'm at? I'm isolating this arm. Or, what Mike was saying is I can drive this elbow to the ground and play an inside bicep tie on this side. Is that what you meant?
That, I've been using this variation now across the alley, don't direct anymore. I keep it here and you drive.
Oh, the elbows
all the way to the mat and then cross face.
Yeah.
And drive.
And then same thing what we were just talking about. It gets real tight. You get in that good position. But your elbow's lower than your hand, so it's a little counterintuitive if you're used to having the underhook. Okay? So, one more time. This is a move that you guys know, just maybe you're not used to this grip. Boom, boom, doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, right? I start putting the pressure, but he starts fighting back, okay? As he fights back, I switch over. I drive the knee down, elbow down. Look, I bring my elbow to my thigh so that he can't get his knee or his foot in. He can try to get his knee or his foot in there, but it's not happening. I've got all my pressure on this leg. I want to control this arm, right? I've got this pulling and this pulling, right? Slide out into first base. Look at all this pressure here. Look at that face. Okay, that's not serenity. Okay, so we use our body to press and keep that tight. Question?
So for the other one, for this one, it's, you really feel them pushing back a lot the other way, and say for the other one that we just did, it's more like
it's not even moving.
They're not like It's not moving.
It's not even
It's
moving.
just like equalizing the pressure.
Yeah.
So this one's like.
Yeah, I got him going, but he's coming back. It's like this.
You can catch the weight on this one.
Yeah. Sometimes that'll happen. There's times where I'll start to move. Okay, I get everything where I want it to be, and I'll try to move, and this won't move. Really strong guys, Dala, you know, like I'm trying to get this to move, but I can't get it to move. So then I gotta switch off. Okay, but if I do get it to move, when he's really strong and he's fighting this knee back. Okay, I gotta have this lapel, but the harder he fights this knee back, the easier it is to come to my cross knee. Knee goes down, my shin's on his thigh, elbow down to my thigh, nice and tight here, pick up on this arm.
Okay.
Butt to the ground, leg through, I'm shoring this up. I want to get my body behind this, so that I've got all this pressure here. Look at the game how the wrists on. Okay, and I'm keeping this arm here so that all of my body pressure, my body's on the arm. So I'm not here lying on him with my body pressure spread out. I'm putting it all on this ridge, right? So this is here, and I'm laying on my arm. And that's way worse than just laying on it. Boom. Okey doke? Let's do it. Last move, I promise.